Hi everyone, my name is Liz Olmstead. I'm going to be talking to you about the book Quiet by Susan Cain, as well as different personality types such as introverts, extroverts, and ambiverts. This is a video for my media literacy class, kind of on the book Quiet and on different personality types as well. We were asked a bunch of questions. The first questions that we were asked is why this book was chosen and how has it helped me in this semester. So I think this book was chosen to kind of shed light on introverts. Introverts are often overshadowed by extroverts. I have a sister who is the complete opposite of me, even though she looks everything like me. She is a true introvert. She doesn't enjoy large crowds. She really enjoys her alone time. That does not to say that she doesn't enjoy socializing with people. We have really great conversations, but she, after a big day of, whether it be on vacation at an amusement park or something like that, she's like, I just need to go unwind, be by myself for a little while. And I have a hard time relating to that, but I let her do her thing. I think that this book has helped me in understanding introverts. I think that it's done its job for the class. But I also think that it has made me more aware that there are other personality types out there and to kind of understand when approaching someone that someone might not be an extrovert or an ambivert and might not be so willing to have a random conversation with me, whether it be, walking to class or, walking down the street. So, as you probably can tell, I am an extrovert. I define myself as outgoing, loud, strong, opinionated. I feel as if my opinions and ideas should be heard all the time. Don't know if that's an extrovert quality or if that's just a Liz quality. I have yet to find out. Susan Cain, who wrote Quiet, she kind of defines extroverts as many things, but the one that I liked the most was they are action-oriented, they are risk-takers, and they are certain. I wouldn't say that I'm always certain of myself, but I tend to have a strong confidence in what's coming out of my mouth. So, as I said before, introverts are often overshadowed by extroverts, and this holds true in the extrovert ideal, which basically means that the extroverted personality is often what society thinks everyone should be. Society thinks that we should all be extroverts, that we should strive to be outgoing and loud and put ourselves out there and push ourselves and our brands as much as possible. I'm sorry, there's a siren. So a quote that I found in that section of the extrovert ideal is extroverts tend to tackle assignments quickly. They make fast, sometimes rash decisions and are comfortable multitasking and risk-taking. I can attest to this. I love multitasking. I think I'm more productive when I multitask. I like to procrastinate because I like the thrill of it. So for me, that rings very, very true. There's a study that's later on in Quiet. It's called Kagan's experiment. He took about 400 to 500 babies and exposed them to different things, alcohol-soaked cotton balls, things, that would kind of touch the senses, to get a rise out of a baby. He said that the babies that were high reactors, they, would flail their arms and scream and cry. They're more introverted, whereas low reactors tend to be more of extroverts. They, didn't cry as much. They were kind of more calm, more relaxed, more comfortable with a different situation. A quote from that experience is that some say that temperament is the foundation and personality is the building. Temperament is kind of what we're born with, so it would make sense that it's the foundation. From a really, really young age, I was always told that I was very like comfortable with older people, very like comfortable with my surroundings, really mature kind of for my age. Um, and personality is the building. So, whatever you experience as a young baby, you eventually build off of, and that's your personality. That's who you become. I find this really relatable because I've always been told that I am extroverted, outgoing, really kind of relaxed and sure of who I am, even when I really haven't been sure of who I am. Let's be real, when we're all teenagers, who the heck knows? Um, but there's another quote I just want to bring up real quick, only because I didn't find it relatable. So I talk, this is by Susan Cain again. She says, I talk about how I've never been in a group environment in which I didn't feel obliged to present an unnaturally rah-rah version of myself. I auditioned for a musical in ninth grade, and I got one of the lead parts. And I've never been more invigorated than when I was standing on a stage in front of 700 people singing about how I loved a boy. Um, you know, uh, for me, small crowds, small groups of people scare me more than large groups do. So, quiet as a whole is a little unrelated for me. I like knowing and understanding and learning about introverts, but I had a hard time relating to it because I'm not an introvert or even an ambivert. I textbook am an extrovert. The last things I want to kind of touch upon are the impacts that quiet has had to my major and my concentration. It's given me a better understanding of different personality types, whether it be introverts or ambiverts. But it also kind of helps me to know where I stand in society. I understand that extroverts are kind of what society is looking for, but not really. I think that I can definitely have a place in the workplace as an extrovert. That I might not have as many challenges as introverts. But I also know that I can't approach every situation or everyone thinking that they're extroverts or that they're like me. I think it's like 1 in 3 people are introverts. So those odds alone, I'm probably going to deal with more introverts and ambiverts than I'm going to deal with extroverts. And I think it's going to be helpful when it comes to PR. Just knowing that I'm an extrovert and knowing who I am is really, really helpful. When it comes to professional goals, knowing that I'm an extrovert obviously makes me feel confident in who I am. I kind of have this like go-getter attitude. But I also, after reading Quiet, I feel like I can do a self-check before going out and spewing things that I might not mean or really think. I tend to kind of be an over extrovert. I overdo things very often. And I think that it'll give me helpful communication skills when talking to introverts and ambiverts. Just approaching situations differently than I would approach myself. So overall, I think Quiet is a really, really good book. I think that we have a lot to learn, a lot more to learn about introverts and personality types in general, but I think that Quiet does a really great job of giving us an introduction to that. So yeah, that's my talk, and bye.